All right, check, check, check. Here we go. Let's do this again. April 2026 art recap, Edavinci's art show, and let's just say April has been a very, very busy month. I did 14, big pieces of art. Then I did another batch of these canvases. If you remember the last video, I did some of the 4x6 ones. They're cool, but this is version 2.0, so new and improved. I got a batch of 22 of those, and then, like I said, I did 14 pieces of art. So what's that? 46 total pieces that I did this month, which, it's a lot, but it is what it is. That's more than I usually do. Last month was kind of slow-ish, but yeah, let me go to Instagram first. I'm gonna go recap through the Instagram, kind of point and click what I did and what I didn't do. But let's go check it out. All right, so the first piece that I did this month was this one, YT Amaya. Well, I ain't gonna say it was the first piece, but so I saw her at an event recently, and she was like, "Where's my canvas? Where's my canvas?" Because she had won a canvas through Private Hip Hop several months ago, like when I first got on this art journey. So I owed her one for quite some time. So I was like, I got you. So that's the first one I did. I think I did all right. If you really check it out, I did some attention to detail, but I'll go back through it in a minute. We'll do a recap at the end. But yeah, shout out YT Amaya. She's super talented. If you don't know, go follow her all platforms. She's gonna blow your mind. She'll blow you away. Like, talent is off the charts. But what's this next one? All right, we're gonna do this blue bonnet picture. So I did this right at the end of March, but coming into April is when I really finished the paintings, and I got my little twin tractors, right off of Highway 6, almost at Riesel. If you know where it's at, like it's right in between Marlin and Riesel, Texas. So go stop by, check it out. Don't get bit by no snakes while you're out there messing with the tractor. But yeah, man, I liked it, but I had fun with it. You know what I mean? Now this one, I caught on my way to work, and it was just a beautiful sunrise. So I just had to take a picture, and I thought about it all day. So I was like, let me capture that, and I'm gonna try to do it when I get home. So yeah, I really liked that one. It was an inspiring day, like the whole day, because I had art on my mind. Like, it was really motivation so I can get better at this, so I can do it full time, so I ain't got to go to that job. But that's on the way. What was the captain say? Chasing the stars, inspired by my drive to work this morning. I gotta keep getting better at my art so I don't have to work anymore. Yeah, I got that one in the pile too. But this one, yeah, shout out to Keys Hidden Treasure. Keys _hidden_ treasures. But yeah, I got that from him. I was out there checking out his stuff, and it's really a pretty good size piece, you know what I mean? But yeah, I did some research on that. I had to pull up the internet, get a skeleton, and get a horse skeleton too, so I could get my reference right. But yeah, that was just, he was finna throw it away. And I couldn't let my boy throw that away. I had to make something out of it. But yeah, that's my old Ghost Rider. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. These little Cheech and Chongs, 420 was coming up. I had to get on top of, you know what I mean? Did some little mini Cheech and Chongs, some stoner stuff. Shout out all my stoners out there. Should I add eyes to the Cheech one? Like, I almost want to, but I don't want to make it look too much South Parky. But I think I'm already down that path. I need to finish it out and do some eyes on that thing. It's definitely gonna be low. Yeah, now this one, 4/16/2026, National Semicolon Day. If you know, it's all about mental health. So, like I say, your story isn't over, to be continued. It's definitely, if you know what it's about, you know what it's about. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to get on no high horse and talk about nothing too crazy, but you just gotta pause for a sec, keep moving forward, like the captain say. Shout out to everybody struggling with mental health on whatever level, no doubt. Like, we all got our own struggles we fighting. This one right here though, so I tried to capture Eminem, turn that into a nice little painting, but we'll see, you know. I try to really do my shadow work and I'll try to capture all that, but in the end, I don't think it was as flattering as I wanted it to be, but you know, you gotta practice, gotta get good at it somehow. But yeah, shout out Eminem, he's definitely a big inspiration. But this movie was on, poor Clarence didn't stand a chance. Oh yeah, I forgot about these two. Yeah, do I got them over here? Yeah, they here to go. But yeah, I did these too while I was in the Stoner Canvas mood. Pass with care, and it's always 420 here. Look, this one got a little time to smoke in there. You know, passing up the torch. But yeah, that one got all 4 Stoner Canvases on it, huh? Which one was this? Oh yeah, this was the Bob Ross paint night. Yeah. So this was cool. This is my second Bob Ross painting. You know, the first time it was new, so it was kind of more of a shock. This time I kind of knew what to expect, but I still ran out of room because there's supposed to be a pond and all kind of stuff down here. But yeah, I kind of messed up. I ran out of room. Like, this was supposed to be centered way up here, and then there's a whole bunch of landscape down here. But you know, as Bob would say, there's no accidents. Well, happy accidents, you know. Another happy accident. Yeah, but shout out to Cultivate Waco, Pack Waco, putting the Bob Ross paint sip. They put it together, I think it was what, 6 days ago, so the 24th-ish, I think. I don't know, it's been a blur this month. Like I said, I did like 40 something, so been pretty busy this month. This one I don't even have on me, but if you know Big R, you know Lil R, and he got a new single out called Double Splash. Yeah. Shout out to Lil R and Big R, but I owed him this one. If you've seen my other recap videos or my other art recap videos, I've been owing him that one since Christmas. So it was nice to finally get that one on the wall it's supposed to be on. So yeah, shout out to the uppercase and lowercase R's. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What else? Oh, this one, shout out to 7. If you've seen my Edavinci's Art So Live, episode 7 was that guy right there. But yeah, I got this custom t-shirt from him, and look, yeah, I got my name and everything on it. Yeah, shout out my boy, doing big things. He got some music in the works, as always, but I got to catch him on the art side when he's on the art side, because he moves quick. All right, which one? This one. This one, Overthinker, inspired by a true story. So if you see, it's a word cloud, it's a word bubble, and it, you know, it's really a brain, but Overthinker does what Overthinker does, you know what I mean? Yeah, that one was definitely inspired by everyday events. Go check out all these videos on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I got all my videos on there, but I just had to scroll through the IG real quick to kind of organize them a little bit. Go back, watch my old, you know, that's last month, but I didn't really do enough videos to compensate for all the art that I really did. But yeah, if you want to check out these, go back to the main screen. Wow. All right, you see behind me, I got like 10 of those canvases behind me right now, but I have them in my next event. The next event I'm supposed to be at is this weekend. I'm gonna be at the Pack again, but with who am I gonna be there with? Big R performing. It's a Waco Space event, but I'm just trying to think of all the people that's gonna be there. But yeah. Anyway, just go check out Waco Space and go see who else gonna be there. But I'm gonna be there this weekend. I'm gonna have a lot of this stuff, but I'm gonna go through it real quick one more time before I get up off this thing. But yeah, here are my twin tractors. They're both gonna be available at 254 Craft Mall. Got my blue bonnets, got my farm equipment in the background and stuff. Like, Yeah, I was proud of that one. I was trying to get my realism game on, but you know, it is what it is. Shout out to YT Amaya, up and coming superstar. If you don't know, you need to go find that. I don't really know all her ads. She got a bunch of different ads, but just go, you know, check out YT Amaya. It's usually _ YT Amaya, something like that. But she got a bunch of different names. Go check her out. She's the truth. And this one, I got Ghost Rider. That is not what it sounds like. All right, let me keep moving. All right, that is a sunrise on the way to work right there. I tried to get my realism game on again. I got my little sun, got some blocks and stuff like that. But once I started getting into these paints, I started losing a little bit of depth. But you know, I'm not too disappointed in it. But if you can see, I'm chasing the stars because I'm going towards the stars away from the sun. So it's kind of the quick little summary of chasing the stars. Now this one, your story isn't over. Happy semicolon day on, you know, 4/16/2026. Your story isn't over. Sometimes you gotta take a pause, step back, catch your breath, keep moving, you know, stay on top of your mental health, stuff like that. And I did a whole bunch of stoner canvases. I did this Pass with Care. I did this Always 420 here. I got these Cheech and Chong ones. Oh, I gotta do Cheech and Chong, not Chong and Cheech. But yeah, shout out to, you know, some of the big inspirations in this world. While we're on the inspiration thing, shout out Eminem. I had to capture the old battle with Clarence. I was playing with light, try to catch it all coming from that way. But the actual photo was a little bit more detailed, but I tried to get the most out of it. You know, they all got little issues. This was a Bob Ross paint sip with Pack Waco and Cultivate Waco, which it was a great night. It was, you know, I had my issues, but it was fun. I enjoy going out and doing art stuff with art people. Even though half the people there, they just there to have a good time. But me, I'm an overthinker, so I had to drop this one, man. This will probably be a 254 craft model along with most everything else. YT's gonna get her canvas. The stoner stuff I don't really be putting in the craft model, but everything else, 254 craft model, 4533 West Waco Drive. Go check it out. Go check out with my art, you know what I mean? But shout out to Lil R, he got a canvas. Man, I'm gonna be at Waco Space this weekend, probably gonna be doing a live painting again. Hopefully. If not, I'm still gonna be hustling some art. So anyways, come check me out. Edavinci's Art Show, all platforms, spell the same on everything. Until next time.